So I'm doing a Bible study or a book study with several of my friends on this new book that was just introduced to me. It's called "What's It Like Being Married to Me" by Linda Dillow, and it's and other dangerous questions. So far I'm just in the second chapter. It's really good. I already want to recommend it because I think it already is addressing things that so many wives deal with and so many wives contact me about, and I just think she says it better than I do. Maybe that's why she's an author. But she defines two things in chapter 2, a goal and a desire for our marriage. A goal for our marriage is something that we want and that we can also control. A desire is something that we want but cannot control. It actually takes two people to, or more than one person, to make a desire come true. So some examples of great desires are to have an exciting romantic relationship, to have a wonderful marriage, to have my marriage be a picture of Christ's love, to develop a deep intimacy in all areas of our marriages. But that takes more than one person. You can't do that on your own. So what happens when these are our goals, or we think these are goals, is we become manipulative, nagging, frustrated, angry, because we're trying to force these things on our husband. And really, she talks about here is she says, "I know you join me in saying that every husband should do his part to have a lover and a best friend relationship with his spouse, to be everything that God has commanded him to be as a husband." This seems to be the problem I get all the time. Wives contacting me about, I want this or that for my husband, and he's not doing it. Well, that is a choice a husband makes before the Lord. We can't force our husbands to do these things, and nor should we try, because it might lead to nagging and manipulation. We cannot control them into doing these. God must motivate their hearts. A wife can do things to invite her husband into deeper intimacy, but ultimately she must entrust her man to God. So that is very powerful. It's hard. It's really, really hard if you're in a difficult marriage where it feels very one-sided. The reality of it is you need to be responsible for your actions. And I talk about this all the time, but still, it's just always good to hear it and be reminded of it, because it is hard. You can grow weary and you can grow discouraged when you are living out your role in a biblical way and you feel like there's nothing on the other side. But you need to entrust your husband to the Lord and pray that God will convict his heart and give him the goals and motivate him to make goals in his marriage. And hopefully through sermons and books and, exposure to other things that discuss the importance of marriage and how we do need to be intentional in our marriages, and through your prayer and your conduct and your continual love for him, even when he's not, being a godly husband, that the Lord may use those things to soften his heart and draw him in that direction. So I thought I'd share this great book recommendation with you. I'm only halfway through the second chapter, but just running through it, I'm like, wow, we talk about this stuff all the time on my channel. So I thought it'd be helpful to remind everyone and myself of these good truths.